Well, would you look at that? We actually have like something ringing in my ear. Well, that's an interesting comment to start with, but wow. Well, if there's one thing I can say, guys, good riddance to the 4-team playoff. My God. Just the idea that some of these teams are not going to be in the playoff is pretty crazy. All right, let me start at the top. Georgia got absolutely screwed. Wow. I'm a Georgia fan, so this game is brutal for me. There's never been a three-peat, so I want it so bad. Yeah, you won 2 in a row, but it is kind of crazy that Georgia loses one SEC championship after winning like 30 straight games and they're out of it, man. It's just, we need the 12-team playoffs so bad. Texas should 100% get in. I mean, listen, look, this is what I'll say about Texas versus Bama. If you want to be fair about it, Texas head-to-head beats Bama, but Bama's a completely different team. It's so arbitrary how we're judging these teams. Like, obviously, Jalen Milroe is going to be significantly better now. And then the other thing with Texas, beating Oklahoma State, it just doesn't move me. But I think, yes, Texas right now is the favorite to get in over, because think about the outrage that there would be if, if Alabama got in over Texas. Does Alabama get in now? That's my biggest question. Yeah, I think that's everyone's question. And right now, I think the narrative is no, they won't get in. Obviously, if FSU loses, they'll get in. But if FSU wins, they won't. This could all be worked out, kind of. Although still, would Georgia still be out then? Michigan 1, Washington 2, FSU 3, Bama at 4. So you're going to leave FSU out if they're undefeated? I don't know. Goodbye, FSU. E-Rock, I appreciate that. You know what, man? I think it's time for FSU to go. I agree with you. I think it's time for FSU to GTFO. So is Georgia out? Dude, it's so ridiculous, dude. Listen, people think I'm like the biggest Georgia hater, so it should hold more weight when I say this. Like, the idea that Georgia loses one game at the end of the year to a top 10 team in an extra championship game and they're out. We need a new system. Ohio State's out. Yeah, unfortunately, they're out as well. Who are my top 4? I would have Bama at 4. I'd have FSU out. I don't think they're going to do that. Guys, the thing with FSU... This is the problem with FSU. People are saying FSU should be in, they're undefeated, but they're not undefeated with this quarterback situation. They were undefeated with Jordan Travis. The situation has changed. It's a completely different situation. Your argument that they should be undefeated because they beat LSU, it doesn't hold any merit. They're a different team now. And you can't sit there and say, well, Ohio State, Cardale Jones, because Ohio State came in and was very impressive. We saw what FSU was last week. FSU is better without Travis. You're trolling me. Georgia drops to number 3. No, Georgia's going to drop at the very best for Georgia. They'll be number 4. They have to be behind both Texas and Alabama unless the committee changes tune and ranks Bama in front of Texas, which I don't see. Georgia is going to be stuck behind both Texas and Bama. Georgia versus Washington, hell of a game. Yeah, it is what it is. I thought excuse me, you said Oregon versus Washington. I thought Oregon was going to win that. SMU just got themselves, and I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think SMU is going to go. I think they're going to take a liberty. SMU lost their starting quarterback. What do you think of Alabama now? I think they're a playoff team, but they're stuck behind Texas and possibly FSU. What if FSU loses, then Texas? Yeah, the last spot would go to Alabama. Alabama would get the last spot. Washington would move to number 2. Texas would be 3. Bama would be 4. Oregon and Georgia, very similar games. I would agree with that. Yeah, because they both turned it on late and they lost. And I think both of them are bad. Like, I think Oregon is better than Washington. I know people will still say because they lost twice to them. But if you're talking about like a 10-game sample, I think Oregon's better. Ohio State's done. Ohio State actually is not going to be going to the Orange Bowl, though. That's kind of important. Ohio State will be going to a different bowl. The Orange Bowl is probably going to take Georgia now instead of Ohio State because it's the top-ranked SEC or Big Ten team. SEC or Big Ten team to face an ACC team. So Ohio State's probably going to a different bowl. Michigan 1, Washington 2, Texas 3, Bama 4. Yeah, I like that. I think that's pretty good. But again, you're going to have people arguing FSU should be in the playoff. Committee is putting SMU in the playoff. That would be something, yes. 2-loss SMU. Can't wait to watch Georgia versus Liberty. No, that's not going to happen. It's going to be Georgia versus either FSU, if FSU loses or they get left out, or Georgia versus, who's the other? Louisville. Georgia was blowing out everyone. Doesn't mean they blow out Alabama. I mean, they ended up losing. Screw FSU. I mean, it's nothing against FSU. It's an unfortunate situation. Yeah, I mean, you can call Michigan cheaters, but they're still going to be in. Ohio State will go to an at-large New Year's Six Bowl. Yeah, they will, but it won't be the Orange. If Georgia's ranked above Ohio State, Georgia's going to the Orange. SMU is not making the playoffs here. SMU has their backup quarterback in now. Preston Stone got injured. He broke a foot, or so he's broke his foot. FSU is another TCU. Well, yeah, but that's a terrible argument because TCU produced one of the worst national championship games in history. Do we really want another TCU? Michigan 1, Washington 2, FSU 3, Liberty 4. Yeah, that's a nice profile pic you got there, man. That's a sexy individual. I'm guessing Louisville will play Georgia. Yeah, you're armchair, you're right. You're right. Armchair, who do you think Ohio State faces? You have to blame the kicker. No, you can't blame college kickers for missing 50-yard field goals. That's ridiculous. That's Ryan Day logic. College kickers are not supposed to be making 50-yard field goals. Get closer. Would be hilarious if Iowa beats Michigan. Yeah, Michigan would be out, just the way it's fallen. Yeah, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, yeah, Washington is a lock. They're undefeated, yeah. And they have a crazy good resume. How are we feeling about Maction today? Oh, good for Miami of Ohio. You know, disappointing for Toledo. Maybe Toledo would have had a shot at a New Year's Six if they would have won. I mean, they would have been 12-1. Cincinnati almost beat Georgia in Atlanta. Yeah, like 4 years ago. I remember that. If FSU loses to Louisville, does Georgia get in? I don't think so. No, I don't think so because there's just not enough spots for them. It would be Texas and Bama getting in at 3 and 4. Bama would be 4. I mean, Michigan would have to face Bama, yeah, as a 1 seed. Michigan would move to 1. Washington would move to 2. Liberty is now getting... I agree. I think Liberty's getting it. Liberty will probably face Penn State. That's what I think. Michigan, Washington, Georgia, FSU. How do you have Georgia making it? They just lost to Alabama. Trump was at the SMU game? Really? Yeah, he's been making appearances. You're pulling for Michigan? Yeah, they are. They're self-proclaimed. No, Ohio State's not playing Louisville. It'll be Georgia, probably. What does this mean for Texas? Oh, they're insulated. Texas is insulated now. Texas has, because Georgia has to drop below Alabama because Bama beat them head-to-head. But there's, Alabama's still below Texas because Texas beat Bama head-to-head. It's a Bermuda Triangle. Which teams take a massive step back next year? I think, it's very hard with the transfer portal. I was going to say Oregon, but they're going to throw money at people. I'll do a video on that probably, though. That'd have to be a topic to discuss. But even predicting that is hard because of the portal. You can just get a brand new team. Michigan is built for SEC teams. No, they're not. They still don't recruit very well. Michigan, Washington, Texas, Bama. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do with FSU. I think that's probably the most likely scenario. Well, I don't know if it's most likely. Dakota Whitehouse. What a name. It's going all right, man. Oh, we've got Heather Dinage, the glow up. The glow up from her. If FSU wins, would they make it or still be... I mean, listen, that's the thing. Will they actually knock FSU out if they're undefeated? I think they should. I said last week I thought they should. People are happy SEC is out. I mean, yeah, but the SEC is just, people just hate the SEC, and I get it. I trust me, I get it, But like the SEC, you could make an argument the 4 best teams, Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Michigan, and 3 of them aren't going to be in the playoff. This is why we need to expand it. Oregon State will regret. Well, Oregon State is they're regressing, all right, to a freaking no conference. So yeah, they will quite literally regress. Bama would destroy Michigan. I mean, I don't know if I would say destroy Michigan. Bama, they beat Georgia, but remember, they should have lost to Auburn. So I mean, the idea that, who is my team? Liberty. No, I'm kidding. It's Air Force. If FSU wins, then they will have to leave out Bama. I don't think so. I think they're going to knock FSU out. I think they're going to knock them out. I think Louisville will win, though. You just know Louisville will win. SMU. It'll be interesting. SMU, they lost their quarterback, man. SEC bias, but it's not SEC bias. I mean, the teams are good. Analytically, they're good. Michigan and FSU loses. What happens? Maybe Michigan will still be in then. Best bet for the rest of tonight. Oh, God. I would take Louisville +1. I would take Louisville moneyline. Louisville moneyline has to be the best bet. FSU quarterback looks like he weighs 130 pounds. The third string, are you talking about Brock Glenn or the kid that got concussed? Utah were the only undefeated team 10 years ago. Well, yeah, that's with the BCS. That's completely different. Mountain West will be very vulnerable once exit fee drops. Really? Alabama is not good. They play no one. That's just an ignorant thing to say. Alabama's got a very good resume. I don't know. Ohio State would have to play in the Cheez-It Bowl. No, you're trolling now. See, Armchair, I thought we were developing a rapport, but you're trolling with that. That's unnecessary. Louisville opened +5.5. Yeah, that's great value if you got them +5.5. I was like, I said +3 was good, but it's down to +1. Ginger, Georgia almost lost to Auburn. Alabama would curb stop Michigan. Dude, in college football, you can't just say that. College football is very unpredictable. Milroe, no, I don't think Milroe's going to be a good... Milroe's too inconsistent throwing the ball, I think, personally. But he's a great college quarterback. He's a big boy. Michigan has a better strength of schedule than Georgia. Yeah, you know what? That's probably going to change. Think about it. Georgia just faced Alabama. Michigan faces Iowa. So, I mean, that's going to change tomorrow. If you're talking about Michigan losing to Iowa and then still being in. But, I mean, again, those are hypotheticals that are just not going to happen. I mean, Michigan's just not going to lose. What happens if Iowa wins? I think Michigan would either drop to 4 or be out, depending on if FSU wins or not. Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. Is that what they're saying? The Cotton Bowl now? Who would they face? Do you know who they'd face? Liberty or SMU? I think it'll be Liberty. SMU certainly should make it. They lost their quarterback, though, so I don't think they will. I loved SMU. I mean, I thought SMU was going to beat Tulane, but I thought they were going to have Preston Stone. They were without Preston Stone, and they still won. Liberty, the new UCF? I don't think so. Liberty had a ridiculously easy schedule. I don't think there's any staying power with Liberty. Do you think FSU is making the playoffs? Listen, if FSU is impressive tonight and they win by 21, I do think, yes, there's no sweating from FSU. If FSU wins a really close game, there's going to be a conversation. There's going to be a big conversation about it. Will Iowa score more than 10 points? Dude, I think their team over-under is 6.5. That would be very surprising if they scored more than 10 points. Unless it was late in the game. Who do I think will make the playoffs? Right now, Michigan 1. For me, it would be Michigan 1, Washington 2, Texas 3, Bama 4. But listen, they may put FSU in. But I'm someone that said I don't think I mean, dude, this is sad. They've got tarps up in the ACC championship. They've got tarps up. I mean, Bank of America Stadium it's a mess in and of itself, but it's a horrible stadium. It is sad to see tarps up. And here's the Big Ten championship. Dude, the Big Ten championship is not even sold out. This is pathetic. They got tarps in the upper deck of Lucas Oil. Jesus, man. Iowa under 6.5 is the troll pick of the night. Yeah, Iowa just has such a horrible offense. I don't know. What about that North Dakota State victory? Did you see South Dakota State was like 35-point favorites or something? In the playoffs, the second round of the FCS playoff. Kirby Smart is a failure. Well, I mean, listen, he can fail. I mean, he's already won 2 titles. Doesn't really matter. Oh, God. Ohio State's going to the Peach Bowl. Maybe they'll face a good SEC team like Alabama. But I think Alabama's probably going to get in. Yeah, Iowa's QB weighs like 400 pounds. It's a problem. Sebastian, what's up? Daddy Josh. What a name that is. SMU won 41-0. Or, excuse me, San Diego State won 41-0. South Dakota. Yeah. No, they're the number 1 team, I think. South Dakota State's the number 1 team. Michigan 1, Washington 2, Ohio State 3, Texas 4. It makes sense. Absolutely, that's a good call. Ohio State fans can't wait for the debate. Yeah, I mean, it is ridiculous that Iowa gets to play in this game, but we knew what it was coming into the year. They love Alabama. I mean, listen, we'll see what they end up doing. Penix Heisman lock. I don't think so. I mean, listen, I would be fine with him winning it. What is my YouTube username? I think it's just the same. Brock Glenn is starting. So they are going with the 3rd stringer then. Who is your Heisman pick? Penix. Iowa versus Utah Bowl. No, they're going to put Iowa in the Outback. Iowa's going to have to face an SEC team. Oh, yeah, Ohio State's done. People are just trolling. They know Ohio State's done. Georgia just opened a door for a fight between Washington and Michigan for number 1. Yeah, I think they'll put Michigan at number 1. But who knows? Maybe Washington just has such bad metrics. I would hope Blake Corum is NFL bound. He's had like 4,000 carries. He better go to the NFL. He's going to be damaged goods. Ole Miss or maybe Missouri. Oh. Yeah, I'd say Ole Miss versus Ohio State, I guess. Not Missouri. ACC should relocate the championship game to Miami. Yeah, it's got to get out of that. That's a shithole of a stadium. Iowa defense, yeah, they are. I mean, that's why the over-under is 35 points. Yeah, Michigan does have to be 1. Is Bama's season over? I think they'll get in at number 4. They'll get in at number 4. Yeah, Georgia's season is very likely over. I don't see any way. The only way Georgia can still get in is if Michigan loses somehow. Iowa, Michigan breaking the new low ratings. Yeah, I mean, who wants to watch that? Beatles. Yeah, I'm probably gonna... You're gonna have to join my Discord. Join my Discord and I'll tell you. We need to pray for Michigan to lose to Texas. So we don't have to see Alabama beating Michigan 38-3. I actually think Michigan would face Bama in the first round. Wouldn't Michigan be 1, Bama would be 4? So that would be a semifinal game. Because there's no way Bama can be in front of Texas and Washington's going to be 2 no matter what. I mean, listen, dude, I don't think this is a good year for the Heisman, honestly. I'm not really enthusiastically saying Penix, but Penix at least went undefeated, so that's fine. Yeah, they're not gonna bowl ban Michigan, but it would be funny. It'd be hilarious. You're watching it because of Gus Johnson? I don't know, man. I don't know about Gus Johnson. You think Florida has a good future? I mean, that's a really undisciplined football team, man. That's a really undisciplined football team. That's all I'll say about Florida. They got a decent NIL practice going. They're getting some talent. You don't want to throw in the towel on Billy Napier yet, but it's a very undisciplined team. Tate Roadmaker is out. Yeah, I know. They told me already. Ohio State is done. They'd get wrecked by Georgia. I don't think they're going to face Georgia, but maybe they will. Penn State is going to the Cheez-It Bowl? Really? Penn State got bumped down. Yeah, I think you're right. Penn State's going to get bumped down because they're going to have to put the SEC teams in some non-playoff New Year's Six game. Am I cute? Oh man, we got some people with troll accounts. It looks like Bo Nix is going to return for his 40th season. Yeah, Bo Nix, he came out and he said he sprained his penis and he's getting a red shirt waiver for next year. Shane, what's up? If Ohio State is in and if Florida loses, no, Ohio State's already out, man. Discord, you got to go to my community posts. Go to my community post. Will Urban Meyer ever coach again? Oh yeah, Urban Meyer will coach again. He's too young, dude. He's obsessed with attention. He's just taking a few years off. Which stadium would you pick to host a bowl game? What do you mean by that? Like an NFL stadium? I think Arrowhead would be great. Let's put the Big Ten championship in Arrowhead. No, the Big Ten championship might go to SoFi because now they got those West Coast teams. Progressive field renovation, progressing. Yeah, I'll have to try and look to see if there's some updated photos on that. Urban Meyer to A&M. Well, they got the Duke coach, which was a strange hire. This game hasn't even started yet. Well, it's only 8:10, so. What's my real name? Just check my Twitter. My real name is Patrick. Lambeau. Yeah, Lambeau could be dicey, man. Big Ten championship in Lambeau. It'd be nice and cold. Get a little snow game. Do you think Ohio State will play a group of 5 school? I don't think so. Ohio State should get the top. Ohio State, I believe, is probably going to be in the Cotton Bowl now. I believe an SEC team might have to face Liberty. Originally, it was going to be Penn State, but Penn State might get bumped down now. Yeah, you need FSU to lose badly. Bama at Wisconsin. Yeah, if Wisconsin can get their shit together. College football committee sweating. Yeah, it'll be an interesting year. They might get bailed out if FSU loses. FSU is going to be depressed even with a win. I mean, they're going to try and... They're going to try and... Listen. We're not going to sit here and do this, all right, man? They should make an 8-team playoff this year. I have heard a lot of people say that it should be an 8-team playoff instead of a 12-team playoff. I'm just happy they're expanding it. Would you ever consider discussing NASCAR? I don't know, man. I was thinking of doing like the biggest capacity because I know that the NASCAR tracks have crazy capacity. Any dating advice? I'm not the person to ask for that. Do you think Utah gets a new stadium? Wow. Wait, the 2034 Olympics? The 2034 Olympics, The Winter Olympics are going to be in Utah. Oh, I would expect them to get a big new stadium. Yeah, that would be awesome. Utah, the Jazz need a new stadium. I think you're trolling me with that. Why would the Olympics come back to America again? Because they're going to be in LA in 2028. Is Utah hosting the 2034 Winter Olympics? Yeah, USC is going to be better, or they should be better. 24 team playoff, that's just too much. You can't do that. You can't have that many games. Ever been to the 9/11 Memorial? I've never been there. I was supposed to go there and COVID canceled it in 2020. You don't like SoFi? Lucas Oil and Allegiant are big enough for the Big Ten Championship. Yeah, you're right. They'll probably be at Allegiant. They're going to be somewhere out west, and it'll be rotating. Utah is getting the Winter Olympics? Dude, they're going to get a new stadium for sure. Wow. What is it, Salt Lake City? When the NBA expands to Vegas and Seattle, what do you think Minnesota and Memphis will move to the... I think they could rebalance the conferences, yeah. Yeah. Texas will get blown out in the playoff. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. Just because people were trying to gas up Texas. Oklahoma State is terrible. Oklahoma State never should have made it in the first place. Thoughts on Hugh Freeze and Auburn recruiting? Yeah, I know they got their NIL up. They're getting a lot of good players from... I don't know why this thing keeps showing up. It's annoying. Wow, neither of these games have even started. Oregon State playing Mount... Yeah, I saw that. That'll be interesting for Oregon State. I don't think they'll particularly do very well. Who gets a New Year's Six Bowl? I think it'll be Liberty over SMU. I think I have Iowa scoring 3 points exactly. I think Kyle McCord's headed to the portal. He'll be in the portal soon enough. These games still haven't started. Will the Bucs start Kyle Trask? I don't know. Is Mayfield injured? Arch Manning is overhyped. Well, of course. I mean, with the family, of course he's gonna be overhyped. It does. It's supposed to be. It automatically refreshes. But I don't know why that black thing keeps showing up. I'll probably need a new. Yeah, no, you're not. Your clock is not glitching. This is what happens all the time. Yeah, Michigan's sitting minus 22. That's just great for a conference championship. What happens if Brock Glenn gets hurt? They're going to have a walk-on play. I mean, the Louisville, of course, dude, leave it to Fox to not start the game. Like, of course, ABC starts their game and Fox is they want it to last for 5 hours. Yeah, I mean, I would be fine with them starting Kyle Trask. I don't really care about Baker. I was just wondering if he was hurt. There was a NASCAR race in a football stadium. Oh my God, FSU with a sack. If FSU wins, then Michigan, Texas, maybe the next. I don't know. I don't think Texas is that good. Was Bryce Young holding back Alabama? That's a troll, man. UCLA. Well, I heard it was Cam Ward now to Ohio State, but who knows? Clemson is better than Washington and Florida State. I mean, they certainly outplayed Florida State. Yeah, we need a large playoff, at least 12 teams. That's why I'm happy it's expanding. I did see that preseason race in the LA Coliseum. I did see that. What if the Twin Towers were 100 feet tall? I don't think they would be very legendary. I don't think they would be a target either. Jake Plummer, he already took a sack. The Michigan game still hasn't started yet. All right, so Louisville punts it. On their first drive, they go 3 and out. If FSU wins, it's going to be a problem. LSU should make the playoffs. LSU's a fun team, but no, they're not. Bo Nix is transferring to the employment line. Maybe with all those NIL deals, I don't know. He might become a TikToker with all those NIL deals. Dude, college, get out of here with this scripted stuff. Whenever I hear people talk about, like, scripted stuff, man, it's just such an NPC talking point to me. I don't know. Why, dude, the idea of doing reactions, I don't know how people get away with doing reactions. You literally have to put other people's content on the screen and let it play. You would think the YouTube, like, because it has an independent checker, you would think it would check that and say, no, you can't monetize this content. You're stealing other people's shit. I never understood how reactors were able to make a living. I'm not hating on them, but it is, like, it's very strange to me. Who is better, LSU or Washington? Listen, that's an arbitrary comparison. It's like, I mean, you could argue Ohio State should be in. Any chance Ohio State makes the playoff? No, they're not going to make it. But you could argue they're a top 4 team. I mean, they only lost to Michigan by 6 points, and they outgained them on the road. But again, that's why the 4-team playoff is so ridiculous. Spencer Rattler is trying to go to the draft. What a sad story that is. What if the Twin Towers fell on other buildings? Yeah, that would be some serious damage. But there really weren't. Well, I mean, I guess there was some decently sized buildings like the financial district. No descriptions or accounts of the game, DG. Do you want me to react to it or something? I mean, these games, they are what they are. You can watch them if you want. They're kind of crap. I just come on here to talk to the chat, honestly. Put Illinois in the playoff. FSU game is a sack fest. Yeah, the FSU game is going to be crap. We knew this, though. Reactors are they're probably getting their accounts restricted or something. Big hit to Brock Glenn. Oh, God. What if FSU's third string gets injured and they still win? And then they get put in the playoff with no quarterback? I mean, FSU they're not going to be able to score. Yeah, it looks like Alabama's going to make the playoff now. Do you think Tennessee will make a leap next year with Laman-Leva? Nico Laman-Leva? Yeah. It's hard to say. I'd have to look at their schedule. I do think they should be better. Joe Milton was really not that good, and they still did okay. Tulane lost. Yeah, I mean, I picked Tulane to lose, but I didn't realize SMU had to start their backup quarterback. You think Auburn has a bright future? I mean, they're recruiting well, but it's inorganic. The way they're recruiting is inorganic. They're just throwing money at players, so it's going to be a locker room problem more than likely. I'm going to become the next Mr. Beast. I don't think I'm going to make that content. Yes, I was doing some of the Titan submersible stuff. You're right. Bro, it's over. You couldn't have said it any better. FSU should just direct snap to their running back all night. Yeah, do a little wildcat. Remember the Browns with Josh Cribbs? I remember that when I was younger. Oh, Michigan already got the ball back. I guess they got a 3 and out. Michigan starts running it to Blake Corum. 3-yard gain. Dude, this game is going to be so bad. You know Michigan is just going to run it to death, and it's going to be a low-scoring game. Thoughts on Mizzou next year? Do they return Cook? I know they return Luther Burden. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Missouri's going to be as good as they were this year. I think they kind of had a cardiac-type season. You saw the Roblox video. Yes. Why didn't I use my computer? Oh, my computer's cooked, man. And this computer I can't use because I can't really, it's a long story. I should count to 100K. That's a money grab, man. It's a money grab. I'll be a buffoon. I'll look like a buffoon doing that. What bowl game will Ohio State be in? Probably the Cotton Bowl versus Ole Miss. I'm kidding. I don't know. I just made that up. But I think they'll be in the Cotton Bowl. Michigan hasn't scored yet. Are you worried? Listen, we'll see this 3rd and 4 right now. But this is predictable. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Michigan will bleed it to death, probably. 3rd and 4, Michigan bleeding the clock. J.J. McCarthy passing. Complete to a tight end. Nico's pretty good. I mean, we'll see. Michigan 23-13. Iowa's not going to score that much, man. Ever watched the show Knight Rider? I've never watched that, no. Yeah, Iowa has a good defense, but you're not going to be able to overcome horrible offensive play. They're going to be put in bad situations. Jaden Daniels deserves the Heisman. You got to beat someone to win the Heisman. You got to have a good win. He just doesn't have it. That's why he's not going to win it. Do NFL position coaches make good money? Oh, yeah. NFL position coaches make like $500K. I mean, it depends, but... What bowl game will Georgia be in? I think they're going to have to face Louisville, I think. Unless... Maybe they'll face Louisville. I don't know yet. The playoff selections will be tomorrow at noon. OSU cannot make the playoffs, man. It's over. You gotta give it up. You gotta get it's not happening, brother. I hate to say it, it's not happening. Michigan with a first down. Let me switch to the other game. Favorite soda. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, sometimes we used to get this soda called Tahitian Treat. And there was a post about it, and they're like, this has 200 grams of sugar or something. That was a good soda. I mean, I guess I like Dr. Pepper. That was probably my favorite. Ohio University to the Fenway Bowl? Or Ohio State? I'd like to see Ohio State to the Fenway Bowl just to see what happens. Peach Bowl, Ohio State versus Ole Miss. Fiesta Bowl, Oregon versus probably Liberty. Cotton Bowl, LSU, Texas. So you don't think Texas gets in? So Ohio State's facing Ole Miss. I guess that's better than Louisville. Texas versus Georgia. Yeah, I think it should be Texas versus, Louisville versus Georgia. You're right. Louisville versus Georgia. Penn State is going to be good next season. I mean, they're always pretty good. They just can't beat Ohio State and Michigan. Maybe that'll change next year. Did you ever try RC Cola? I've never tried that. Favorite beer or alcohol beverage? I don't really have one, honestly. I guess I like Corona a little bit, but I don't really drink. You should do a 24-hour overnight challenge at Walmart. Yeah, maybe when I was like 12 years old, I'll do that, man. What's your favorite food on Christmas? Maybe steak. I don't know, is that a Christmas food? Ever heard of a soda called... Yeah, I have heard of that. I've seen that in the stores. It's like a little citrusy soda water. Fresca like that, yeah. You got FSU upset. I mean, it's really not an upset. They're 1-point favorites. I wish sports betting was illegal. You're down 20K. You got to be trolling, man. You lost 20K. I mean, I'm like that with altcoins, but not betting. Jolt soda? What is that? What is that bullshit? Ever heard of Pepsi? No, I haven't. Even if they struggled against South Florida. Alabama did struggle, but that was week 3. Pepsi or Coke? Probably Coke. But I don't know, man. Normally I drink Coke during the holidays. These games are they're really starting off with a bang. Oh, let's see what Michigan does here at the 36. Yeah, Michigan's in no man's land here. Let's see. They're going for it on 4th and 7. J.J. McCarthy. Oh, that's a hold. Let's see if they call this hold. Blatant hold that was missed. You got to feel bad for Iowa. Jolt is a very highly... You know, I used to have pre-workouts that were 300 milligrams. Dude, you have a full-time job and you lose every check. You got to go into some altcoins. That's what I would say. I just say save up some money. I don't know, man. But what am I? But I just be a hypocrite. Ohio State versus Georgia. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just a meaningless bowl. Smoke weed every day. No, I don't smoke. I mean, I'll stay away from edibles. I'll stay away from edibles. Ever heard of Crystal Clear Pepsi? It's like, yeah, like clear Pepsi. Monster or Red Bull, I don't drink either of them, personally. The only... you know what I will say? I think Monster's better when I used to... I think Monster tastes better. But Red Bull's the same bullshit. Can we be friends on Roblox? I don't know, man. I barely use it. Sure, if you want to invite me or something. People still wear masks. I don't think... I haven't seen many people wearing masks, no. I'm sitting by a computer. Am I wealthy? What a strange question. No, I'm not wealthy. Do you want FSU in the playoff? No, I don't. Please, Lord, no. You like Malachi? Yeah, I mean, he should be good. We'll see. Oh, Michigan's going to have to kick a field goal. Here comes a field goal for Michigan. Shocker. What was my favorite class in school? Oh, my God. You know, I'll have to do a video talking about my high school. My favorite class, dude, I really... Probably some bullshit like... I'd have to really think about it. There was this one first period class that was decent when I was a senior, I guess. It's going to be a whole big thing if I get into it. Favorite Taylor Swift song? I don't know, Barracuda. Remember Barracuda from Guitar Hero? Guitar Hero, Tom Morello. The Devil. Big Ten champ, MVP, Iowa's punter. Yeah, I mean, it's just terrible. Did Michigan seriously call a timeout? Boy, Michigan's going try hard now. Oh, boy. Where do you think Bryce Young is going to go? I don't know. Listen, I can't predict that because I don't know who's going to pay the most. Probably Oregon. No, I don't know where Bryce Underwood's going. Probably some bullshit school he's going to have to transfer after a year. Those kids just go to wherever... How did you manage to quit? Oh, my God. Listen, man, that's... I don't touch that stuff, man. I don't know what to tell you. Did you take the jab? Personally, I did not. I know Dr. Fauci would be angry, I know. Do you think Oklahoma is going to be good next year? Without Dylan Gabriel, I think Oklahoma should be able to build on this year. It's unfortunate Oklahoma wasn't in the championship game. Oklahoma is very similar to Ohio State, where it's very clear they should have been in their championship, you know. If Michigan has to kick a field goal, you think the score is going to be 22-0? Well, them kicking a field goal doesn't automatically... I mean, they would need a lot of field goals. They would need, like, what, 5 field goals and then a touchdown to make it 22-0? Hudson Card to Ohio State. Yeah, I think Hudson Card's about done. Do you think Arch Manning transfers it? They're saying no. Dude, this is the weird thing with Texas fans. I'll be honest. Texas fans were triggered when people are like, I wonder if Arch Manning will transfer. Dude, they get triggered. They're like, oh my God, he already said he's coming back. He's going to come back. He'll sit 2 years. But they were like having a hissy fit. It's like, calm down. Gus Johnson deserves... I don't know, man. Gus Johnson is kind of obnoxious, honestly. Looks like Louisville FSU is a thriller. Oh, yeah. I think Louisville's going to win. Kyle McCord to UCLA. I mean, yeah, because they lost Dante Moore. I could see that. I could see Kyle McCord to Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Liberty should be number 1. They are undefeated. You're right. That's a good point. Dude, Michigan is such little pansies going for a field goal. Do you really got to go for a field goal against Iowa? Boy, I'm sure Joel Klatt is trying to pump this game up. What a game. What a big matchup. Both of these games. You're on 1 hour of NoFap. Is that a new record for you? That's a great accomplishment. Kyle McCord to Bowling Green. That's what I originally said, and people were pissed off. But no, Kyle McCord will go somewhere better than Bowling Green. Maybe like a crappy SEC school. DP, do you have kids? If not, do want. No, I don't have any kids. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly at some point, I think everyone should want kids, but you have to have the financial situation. You have to have the right girl. Otherwise, it's going to be a very lonely existence, unfortunately. That's what I've realized. Liberty needs to be in the Big Ten. Well, Liberty, go look at their schedule, big boy. They would probably lose 10 games in the Big Ten. They had a horrible schedule. The Michigan field goal ends the game? Probably. Yeah, I can't see Iowa scoring. Do you think Georgia is out? I think they're done. It looks like Georgia's out unless Michigan somehow loses. Then Georgia possibly is back in. Murphy is going to... Really? That's interesting. He's going to UCF maybe? That would actually be a good spot for him. I could see that. Am I planning any meet and greets? I mean, that would be an awkward situation for me, you know. With crowds and stuff, I don't know. But I'm just, you know, is crypto a good investment? That's a funny question, man. I mean, it depends. How much do you know about crypto? Do you think Alabama will make the playoffs? I do think they will, yes. Especially, well, boy, this game is such crap. Again, we're going to sit here and see if Florida State wins or not. I think it shouldn't matter. No, I agree. I think Alabama should have lost to Auburn for sure, but they did win. If Iowa wins, they're going to be in. Yeah, they're starting at their own 11-yard line. If the FSU has more time left... I mean, they both got like 6 minutes. I should start doing TikTok dances. Yeah, that would improve. That would improve my viewership. Yeah, that would be great. Do it, man. You have a community backing you. I mean, I got one person, you know. Liberty, UNLV, SMU, Iowa. All right, man. Do I have a girlfriend? No. The funny thing is that Auburn should have beat Bama and Georgia. I don't remember. They should have beat Georgia, really? I think that might have been a game where Georgia just started slow and then ended up winning. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering it. You don't know anything about... Yeah, I would just stay away if you don't know anything about it. You can get taken advantage of. It's a fickle thing. You know, you got to have a core knowledge on it, I would say, before you think about investing. DG, what's my favorite drug? I don't do drugs, man. Brock Glenn is in over his head. Yeah, this is so, dude. There's no way they're gonna let Florida State in. But you know how college football is. Louisville is gonna win this game, and they're gonna make it easy on the committee. How far will Georgia drop? Probably to number 5. Probably to number 5 or number 6, I would say, unless Michigan somehow loses. But FSU will drop below Georgia if they lose. Yeah, FSU will drop below Georgia. Please don't dance. Don't worry. It's a troll. Like anything else, crypto depends. Dude, you seem like one of those commenters on YouTube. You know, the bot comments on the cryptocurrency channels. That's what it looks like. Maybe it is a bot. I don't know. Recent video said I liked coffee. Dude, honestly, I like decaf coffee, man. I don't know. I mean, coffee just, it tastes good if you get like the white girl drinks, like caramel stuff. Normally, I just get caramel iced coffee, basically. It's like, you know, nothing really changed, you know. No, I mean, Keon Coleman's gone, man. Should Nebraska fire Matt Rule? Why would they do that? They like Matt Rule there. UCF makes the playoffs. Honestly, in that conference, it's wide open. The guaranteed spot in that conference is wide open. That conference is going to be a bloodbath of average. You promise you're not a bot? Yeah. I mean, there was a weird comment that I don't think it was a bot. I don't think bots are in live streams, but it was a funny comment. Both of the games are horrible. What did we expect, though? This is what we can expect this year. Keon Coleman over Marvin Harrison. You're trolling. Why does the game have no scoring? Because both of these games suck. You've got Louisville, who Louisville shouldn't be there. Florida State with like a 7th-string quarterback. Michigan, they're just a physical, boring team in general. And then Iowa is the most boring team you could imagine. Iowa got a first down. Wow. Congratulations to them. FSU Louisville is a puntathon. Yeah. All right. Iowa's got a 2nd and 9. Let's see what Iowa football can do here. Iowa at their own 38. They're moving to midfield. And they decide to run it on 2nd and long? You got to let Deacon Hill throw the ball, man. You can't be running the ball on 2nd and long. You're setting your quarterback up. You're setting your quarterback up, your young elite quarterback up for failure. Ever played Cards Against Humanity? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of games, you know, with the families and family. I don't like doing that, man. A new Big 12 is basically the Big 10. No. Oh, the Big 10 West? Yeah, you're right. You are right. SEC title game championship? That's some crazy cope. That come on, man. Let's not do that. Dude, Iowa just got a false start. Yeah, Iowa's going to be punting. Iowa's going to be punting for sure. Favorite book? I don't know, maybe Hunger Games. I read about half of it. Plans for the holidays. Dude, it's nothing good, man. Nothing good. Can you do NHL? I wouldn't be able to do NHL. I don't know enough about the sport to do that. How did Michigan beat Ohio State? They're just more physical. They're more physical. Ohio State on the road, starting a quarterback that is not Ohio State standard. That's what happens. Oh, this is a nice little sweep. I'll tell you, Caleb Brown is pretty fast. That's the crazy thing with Iowa offense, though. 3rd and 12, they run a sweep to a receiver. It's sad to see. It really is. FSU has 1 yard of offense. Does Iowa punt like 50 times? Yeah, Iowa's game plan is punting. Look at that little bitch, Jesse Minter. Will you be playing the new NCAA game? I don't think so, man. Michigan returning it with a small midget. Oh my God. Michigan, that's game. Oh, they pushed him out. Iowa lost. Iowa already lost. What video games do you play? I used to play a lot of Black Ops Zombies. Black Ops Zombies, COD World War II. I had like a 1.4 KD. I don't want to brag about it, but it was pretty impressive. NFL playoff predictions, dude. I can't do that right now. I would need the teams in front of me. Yeah, Spencer Petras was terrible. Didn't he enter the portal? That's sad, man. How does it feel being 6'3"? I wouldn't know. I'm definitely not 6'3". That returner has more yards of offense than that return. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's a brutal return. It looked like a block in the back to me. But maybe I missaw it. Blake Corum with a 2-yard gain. Bro, this is brutal. Who do you think gets the Group of 5 bid next year? Because yeah, you're right. SMU is going to be Power 5. It'll be interesting. The Group of 5 bid next year, it's really a crapshoot, man. There's no way I could predict that right now. There's just no way. Big Ten commissioner going to have to hand. Yeah, that's going to be awkward. You're right. They were talking about that. How does it feel being a legend? Well, I appreciate that, but Blake Corum coming back for a 16th year. Holy shit. He'll be in a wheelchair. Yeah, Lucas Oil's a good stadium. Yeah, Michigan's up 10-0 now. That game's over. Alex, I mean, I'm certainly no engineer. Look, I grew up with computers, so we know how to, do. I don't know how to code or anything like that, but I know my way around a computer, I guess. Just kind of the basic stuff. Our generation grew up on it, so you're gonna have, more knowledge than older people and things like that. Who do you think is getting to the Gator Bowl? I have no clue who the tie-ins to the Gator Bowl are, honestly, man. Yeah, this Michigan-Iowa game is just, especially when you get a return like that. Didn't think Louisville FSU could be worse. Yeah, 0-0 FSU with the ball. I don't see FSU making it, man. This is a big 3rd and 8 for FSU, though. Throw it up to Keon Coleman. That's probably what they're going to do. They're on the opposite 48. Wow, he just threw it into the ground. What does FSU do now? Punt? Bro, this is a brutal team. How does FSU only have 2 yards of offense? They got the ball at the 48. Was it just good field position? Who do I think is playing in the Bahamas Bowl? I don't know. I know one of the bowl games is already set. You built your own PC. Yeah, I knew a guy that built his own PC in 7th grade. He's like freaking dude was a wacko. IDK, what's worse, Iowa offense or USC defense? That's a great battle, yeah. Probably Iowa's offense, dude. Iowa's offense is just so bad. You recommend a tech job? Yeah, man, there's just no way I have the credentials for that. Unless they somehow hired me off of my YouTube experience, FSU quarterback is... Oh, yeah, we knew that. Wow, Mike Norvell is pissed off at Keon Coleman for not running his route or some bullshit. I don't know. Washington versus Texas in the Sugar Bowl. So, yeah, you'd have what? Yeah, that makes sense. I think Michigan might want to play in the Sugar Bowl. I don't know. I guess it depends. Yeah, no, Michigan would want to go out west if they have to face an SEC team. M&T Bank Stadium. Yeah, and M&T Bank is kind of interesting. It's kind of disregarded. I mean, they've got a good fan base, you know, Baltimore. If Florida State kills Louis, well, I don't think they will. It's already the end of the first quarter. Florida State has a third string quarterback. They're not going to kill Louisville, man. If they win, it's going to be a close game. But if they somehow blow them out the rest of the game, I do think they will put them in for sure. Top 4 teams, I think you're looking at Michigan number 1, Washington number 2, Texas number 3, Alabama number 4, and then you would have like Georgia 5, Ohio State 6, FSU 7. You predict Louisville to win 2-0 on a safety. It's possible. It's going to be very low scoring. West Virginia makes the playoff. I mean, that conference is wide open. They had a surprising season, 8-4. What MLB ballparks have you been to? Believe it or not, so Progressive Field, PNC Park, Oracle Park, Tropicana Field. I think that's probably it. ACC game is like watching middle school football. Oh, dude, this is an issue with college football. You get a product like this. It's an issue. This is why NFL people always say college sucks. I mean, these are undoubtedly bad games. It should be. I mean, like, this is the problem with divisions, though. You get a team like Iowa in. I mean, they're finally changing away from it, but it's like the last night we have to deal with this. Michigan versus Texas in the Natty. I mean, yeah, it's possible. Steven, thank you. I appreciate it. Cowboys versus Lions. Dude, I saw the Cowboys schedule. The Cowboys schedule is pretty crazy, man. The Cowboys schedule has they have 4 straight home night games. And the Cowboys Lions game's on a Saturday, I saw. What mic do I use? Just a 4-year-old Blue Yeti, man. Just a 4-year-old Blue Yeti. And then I customized the settings to bring it down slightly. But I don't know, man. You know, if that's all it is. Will I ever get a buzz cut? I doubt I could pull that off, man. You have to have, muscle for that, you know. At home watching the games on TV in the recliner. Yeah, the games will put you to sleep. That's the problem. Missouri versus Liberty. Oh, God. Record low ratings. Holy shit. Is that seriously predicted right now? Missouri versus Liberty in the Peach Bowl? Dude, that is brutal. But maybe Missouri will get knocked out. Oh, I guess either them or Ole Miss will make it. One of those two teams will make a New Year's 6. Alabama, Texas, Natty. A rematch. Colt McCoy getting injured. Yeah, maybe we get a Bama. If Bama beats Michigan, and then Texas over Washington. Will you be giving predictions on the Army-Navy game? Dude, it's such a flip a coin. Both teams are 5-6. It's going to be very low scoring, you know. Have I considered doing ASMR where you whisper? That's like a girl thing, man. FSU is an embarrassment. Yeah, we knew coming in FSU was going to be a mess. This game is somehow still in the first quarter. Yeah, they're not going to hike it. End of the first quarter, 0-0. Oh, the Fox has 50 commercials, so this game still hasn't even ended the first quarter. Oh yeah, our Christmas tree is up. It'd be kind of weird. It seems a little bit late to be putting your Christmas tree up. Doesn't the Christmas tree go up around Thanksgiving, I think, you know? Some people go crazy and they put it up earlier, but, you know. Michigan versus Bama in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, I mean, if Michigan is the 1 seed, they're not going to want to face Bama in SEC country, so they would go to the Rose Bowl. You're right. Who is making the playoff now? I got to pin a comment or something. My playoff. I think Alabama makes it over FSU. I think FSU loses to Louisville. Georgia is out just because of the way it's worked out this year. unless, you know, they want to disregard Alabama's loss to Texas, which I don't think they will at this point. You always pull for Navy? I kind of like Navy as well, honestly. I don't know. Just random. Oregon versus Penn State Fiesta Bowl. That would be a good matchup for Penn State if they got that matchup. Penn State would have a chance to really play well against a team that probably won't have Bo Nix. I'm guessing Bo Nix would opt out for that game. Although he is a college tryhard, he'll probably play. Last CBS SEC game. Yeah, I saw that. Iowa looking... Oh, 3rd and 1 for Iowa. I'd love to see Iowa score here. It'd be awesome, but it's just not going to happen, man. Alex, yeah, I am serious, Alex, about that. Army lost to UMass. Trust Navy. I mean, it's a crapshoot. They're both 5 and 6. They both run the ball, triple option. Whenever I play Madden franchise, I like to imagine what the spreads would be. You know, it's interesting. You would think they would incorporate that into the game, you know? But that would probably be pretty hard to incorporate into it. Considering they're already, like, ESPN has the bet thing now. Who would you put in a 4-team group of 5 playoff? I mean, you'd have to still put Tulane, SMU, Liberty, and then I'd go with a wild card. I'd go with Air Force University. No, you'd probably have to go with, like, San Jose State, honestly. San Jose State's pretty good. Or, you know what, Boise State. Even though they have 5 losses, they've been playing really well. Greta Thunberg and Andrew Tate and Greta. They're finally official now. I heard they're dating. That's awesome. It's the holiday season. People are coming together. Kent State was 1-11. Yeah, Kent State was really bad this year. Do I think Greta Thunberg is hot? Yeah, she's had a nice glow up. I'm kidding. She's had a nice glow up. ACC championship final score 10-7, maybe 6-3, 9-6 maybe. Man, they got Skip Bayless on a commercial, man. This is sad. Remember at the beginning of the year? Yeah, I mean, but that's like that's week 1. Sam Hartman has a good game. Sam Hartman has one good game. They think he should win the Heisman. That always happens. What is the worst game to watch? I don't know. I'd have to look back. There was a really low scoring game last week. I think it was East Carolina and someone. It was like 10-0. I'll do a video talking about the worst games of the year. Yeah, happy holidays. Listen, Alabama would smack FSU to the ground. Oh yeah. No, Alabama would curb stop. I mean, dude, but FSU is with a 3rd-string quarterback. What did you expect? You failed no net on day 2. That's some bad willpower, brother. I believe Michigan will score a 50 burger. Yeah, 0 chance. Louisville could be undefeated next year. Bullshit. Who are they bringing in? Who is Louisville bringing in? Sometimes I lower the difficulty and win 75-0. Yeah, I used to have Madden, and I would customize it with college quarterbacks that I used to like. I did one time with Baker Mayfield in like 2016. It was funny. I had Baker Mayfield on the Browns, and he ended up getting drafted by the Browns. I used to like take college quarterbacks and make them like custom players and have them play out their careers in Madden. It's a really nerdy thing. Do you know the highest college football score in history? Yeah, it's that gimmicky bullshit 74-72 SEC game with LSU and A&M, I think. Maybe, I don't know, maybe enough. I know there was a 77-63 game with like Western Kentucky. Should I get Bumble Premium? I don't know, man. It's probably a waste of an investment, honestly, dude. I would stay away from that. It's just cope, man. You're not gonna. It's just gonna make you more depressed. Auburn going 9-3 or better next year. What is their schedule? I don't know. I know they're getting a bunch of good, talented players, but that didn't really work out for A&M, did it? FSU has 6 yards and will get into the playoff. They're not getting into the playoff. Let's not do that. I did see Oscar Gonzalez went to the Yankees. Yeah, I don't think Oscar Gonzalez is very good, man. The Yankees are bargain bin shopping. They need to get Juan Soto. Yeah, Michael Vick was probably the most overpowered player. Dude, this is... Oh, that's a nice... Iowa gained 2 yards on first down. You got to respect it. You respect the gain. Thoughts on Disney and Elon Musk? Elon Musk is... He's the only... Elon Musk is the only self-aware billionaire to actually say YOLO. And he's just like, you know, tells everyone to fuck off. It's hilarious, dude. All the other billionaires are such fucking... As I was going to say the other F word. I don't think you're allowed to say that. But I don't know, man. I like Elon Musk. Although I will say Twitter, there's still a bunch of bots on Twitter that he hasn't cleaned up. And he says he cleans them up. But I don't think so. Who is getting Shohei? It's just going to be an NPC. I'm just going to NPC answer and say the Dodgers. Because I don't know what other team would. Seems like the Dodgers are getting him to me. Maybe a mystery team comes up. Were you surprised by Oregon, Washington? Yeah. I mean, I think Oregon just started off that game so bad. Like, Oregon had that 3-and-out where they attempted 3 passes, and it was like a 10-second drive. But then they came back and they took the lead, but they just started off that game so bad. I have a bad feeling about Michigan, Iowa. Michigan better not give up. Dude, it's already 4th down. Iowa can't score. You're already up 10-0 on them. Does it snow? Yeah, it snows a lot. It's like it's bad. It snows a lot. FSU got a first down. Dude, I'm sick of it. They can't be in the playoff, dude. I'm going to lose my mind. Elon Musk is anti-Semitic. Yeah, did CNN say that? It must be true. I know, CNN told me. What is your opinion on views showing up on Twitter? I don't see the point in it still. I think it serves no value. But listen, if people like it, then whatever. Imagine the Yankees get Shohei. Yeah, but you know the Yankees aren't going to do that. They're going to try and get Juan Soto, and everyone will start to give them hype if they get Soto. Do you think there are more bots? I don't use Instagram very much. I find the Instagram comment section very hard to use, you know? Louisville versus FSU should end in a tie. It's impossible, sir. Snow is only good if it's not very often. Yeah, I agree. I like snow. But it just gets too much at a certain point, man. No, I never finished that bracket. My cat actually destroyed it. Louisville versus FSU should... Yeah, it's not going to end in a tie, brother. Brother, you're spamming it now. Calm down. Notre Dame versus Arizona in the Sun Bowl. No, Notre Dame will be in a better bowl than that. Yeah, TikTok's a cancer cell, man. There's no way the Guardians lose 100 games. I mean, they play in an easy... They'll probably lose like 85 games. They'll go like 77 and 85. They're shopping Class A. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they would shop him. You know, if you can get something valuable back for a reliever, absolutely. Is Wander Frank? I think they're trying to hope people forget about what he did. But, I mean, there was a bunch of outrage for it. It is crazy to see that. Like, 20 years ago, he would have faced like a 1-game suspension. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying it is interesting. I wonder what's going to happen to him. Brian Cashman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they still have Brian Cashman, man. That's crazy. It's clearly a relationship thing. You find Instagram hard to log onto. I mean, I don't have any problems logging onto it. I guess if you... I think Marquette lost today. I saw that. I think Marquette lost. Louisville versus FSU should... All right, we got to stop saying... I got to stop reading that. Yeah, I know. We just need an FSU loss. It'll be easier for everyone. But then we won't have to fight tomorrow. Otherwise, we're going to be in a battle with all the NPCs. You know, it's tough, man. Which NFL team will win the Super Bowl? I'll take the well, actually, I don't even know if I can predict the Bills anymore. They might not even make the playoffs. Maybe the Cowboys. Yeah, that's going to be a good game. Niners, Eagles, yeah. You don't get Lake Effect? Yeah, Lake Effect is brutal, man. Do I like WWE? When I was younger, I used to watch it. You know, I haven't watched it in years, though. I think John Cena grew hair out or something. He's not bald anymore. He grew his hair out. He looks weird now. All the college NPC. Dude, yeah, all of the NPCs think that FSU should be in. Thankfully, I'm graduated. Yeah, get out of the fucking hellhole high school. Dude, I saw that with the Pistons. They're like 2-20. I was like, how is this possible? How are the Pistons so bad every year? It's crazy. Dude, Brock Glenn just threw it at someone's face mask. This kid is horrible. Bauer will end up... Were you ever a fan of Tom Brady? No, I was never a Tom Brady. Have I ever seen South Park episode about Disney president? I've never seen that one. WWE 2K is fun. Yeah, Alabama's kicker's actually good this year. Will Reichert. I know he's up for the Lou Groza Award or whatever. What did I ask for Christmas? Just some nerdy bullshit. The committee is a bunch of nerds. They're just a bunch of old people that, like, they're not even football people. That's the problem. They're like presidents of universities. I don't know about... I know Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head. That's a badass song, the RKO. But I don't know about Randy Orton joining SmackDown. I haven't watched that in years. How does a third string... Yeah, they just give out stickers for nothing. You know how it is. Kyle McCord had a bunch of helmet stickers. What has he done? Nothing. Louisville versus FSU. All right, we got to stop that, man. College football is far superior product to the NFL. I would agree. I just like all the games. I like the high scores. Yeah, FSU is up. Lord Jesus help me. Probably elementary school, honestly. Unfortunately. Where is Drake May going? Probably second overall. I can see why people think FSU should... Yeah, I think it's only going to get louder. Especially if FSU wins a close game and it looks this ugly. There's going to be a massive narrative tomorrow for FSU to not be in the playoffs. Or the playoff, excuse me. No, I don't watch Mr. Beast. How about Washington beating Oregon? I know, that surprising. Oregon really started off that game bad, man. They really did. Do you think Android or Apple? Personally, Apple. You peaked in preschool? How the hell would you even know that? I've been saying before they created the playoff that you need at least an 8. Yeah, I agree. You need at least an 8-team, possibly a 12-teamer. If Michigan plays FSU, what's the score? Oh, that's... I think Michigan just runs the ball to death. It'd be very similar to Michigan-Iowa. It would be like 31-3. This FSU team can't move the ball. Thoughts on Chris? Yeah, the trans guy. What a charade. Oregon was 11-0. when they weren't playing Washington. I know, they couldn't beat Washington for whatever reason. Most controversial take. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm kind of an NPC on that. Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, certainly dude, it's hard for me to concrete say anything. Like I saw someone earlier say it was a controlled demolition. It's very hard to say that, you know. I mean, I can't say for sure it wasn't because I don't know. Do we have any fine ladies on our radar? Who, me? Unfortunately not, no. Damn, I'm still streaming. Dude, normally I stream for like 2 hours. I mean, it's only been an hour, honestly. You sound like Mr. Beast's assistant. The trans? Oh, God. Michigan is about to play the 2 worst teams that ever make the playoffs. I hope they don't play FSU. Will Alabama ever have a super bad season? Maybe without Saban. FSU is worse than Iowa. It's close. You might be onto something. What do you think of comedians making 9/11 jokes? I don't care. They can make jokes about anything. I really don't care. Thoughts on Karens? I don't know, man. Kind of an overplayed thing, you know. Favorite conspiracy? Favorite conspiracy? That's probably something I'm not going to talk about. DG is an NPC. Yeah, I mean, I am kind of the definition of an NPC. If you call other people NPCs, you are an NPC. But if you think FSU should be in the playoff, you're an NPC. I'm sorry. You are. You will be canceled for that. What, because of the... Yeah, I mean, who cares? You know, no one is watching this stream is gonna... Favorite pizza topping? I don't know, man. I'm just... Normally, I used to have cheese pizza. Pepperoni is fine. You know, I've had, like, sausage on top of it. It's not that bad. Sausage is decent on top of pizza. Not into the pineapple, though. Where is Ohio State ranked? That's a good question. I would say probably 6th tomorrow. But it depends if FSU loses or not. Oh, dude, college football is going to blow a gasket. Should I just call everyone an NPC tomorrow? And if you think FSU should be in, man, you come on. You're not a serious person. FSU's up 3-0. Favorite type of grass. You know, I like grass on the putting greens. That's when it's really short. Dude, I hate hearing about El Niños. Dude, but why do we get an El Niño every year? How many of these dumb people are gonna... I hear El Niño every single year. La Niña, El Niña. It's all crap. It's all crap. Thoughts on DeSantis Newsom debate? I thought DeSantis was pretty good. You think Utah wins it all? No, Utah has a limited ceiling. Utah could make... Well, yeah, they could make the playoff in the Big 12 next year because they're moving there. I don't think they can win it all, but they can make the playoff for sure. Georgia should get in over FSU. Well, it's going to be hard for Georgia to get in because they'd have to jump Alabama too. If FSU and Georgia played... yeah, that's a real close game. It's a real close game. No, Louisville is driving right now. Louisville is going to save us. Do you think Georgia could still make the playoff? Yeah, they need Michigan to lose, and they need FSU to lose, and I think they would be in the playoff. We have a La Nina. Yeah, I mean it's all the same. Michigan white girls going crazy. Really? I'm not watching that game. Did I miss out? Most underrated pizza is pineapple. Ooh, bacon. Dude, that's got to be that's a lot of grease, brother. That's a lot of grease. Would you ever vote for a libertarian? Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, man. Every American goes through that. It's like, oh, it's a wasted vote. You know, I don't know, man. Do you like seafood? I mean, definitely, like, there's places that make good seafood, but they just throw a bunch of butter on it and shit. I mean, you can make anything taste good. But honestly, I really don't love seafood, but I mean, I have nothing against it. Like, shrimp can be, I mean, there's really good shrimp at places, but they just put a bunch of shit on it. Best college basketball teams. College basketball is such a crapshoot, man. Duke lost, Purdue lost, Marquette lost. Yeah, Jake Plummer. I do remember Jake Plummer, the terrible quarterback. Anyone looks like a genius debating Newsom. Yeah, I mean Newsom doesn't have any legs to stand on. You're on Peruvian vacation with your wife. You're only 24. Man, getting married, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty young, man. Yeah, if FSU wins, there might not be an SEC team if they let FSU win. Bama, Michigan, Washington, Texas. That seems like the most logical thing. Do I like food? What kind of food, man? Would you vote for Nikki Haley over Biden? Yeah, I mean, but I don't like her, man. I mean, she's just obsessed with war. It's tough. Does the U.S. survive the 20? I mean, after 2020, man, the U.S. is in a weird spot, man. There's just so much manipulation, dude. Like, social media has made the United States just totally infested, especially during the election. Like, the election is such a crazy time. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know, man. Do you think you can get to 95K subscribers? Probably not, man. Probably not. Would you vote for RFK? Dude, I don't think so. I don't think I would. I have nothing against RFK, though. I got Michigan versus Bama in the final. Yeah, but wouldn't Michigan face Bama in the first round? Chance Georgia makes it. I would say very low at this point. Very low. Thoughts on the UFO stuff? It's intriguing, man. It's intriguing. I mean, but dude, with the thing, something like that, it's like, how much mental energy should you really put? Well, I guess I shouldn't talk with my 9/11 obsession. So, but yeah, no, it's interesting. Iowa is taking football back to the 40s. Oh, Iowa punted again. Great. Yeah, there's 7 minutes left. The Roman Empire. They made some amazing coliseums, that's for sure. They actually had a little retractable awning. DeSantis over Trump. You're in the minority on that. I mean, I thought DeSantis was going to be over Trump too, but obviously now it's very unlikely. SMU or Liberty for New Year's 6. Looks like Liberty. Oh, yes, the new Argentina. I think he's, listen, it was funny to see people bash them electing him. Oh, he's radical. Dude, that country's been ravaged by people on the left. Liberals just destroying that country's currency. Look at the inflation that they have. So yeah, that's a breath of fresh air. A lot of people in America, a lot of people on the left were very pissed off that happened. Why are people trying to dox you? I don't know, man. It's strange, I don't see the need for it. But nobody really knows. Nobody really knows where I live. Liberty should be in the playoff. Dude, Liberty is not good, trust me. You got to look who they face. It's still 3-0. Georgia's got a 1% chance to make it. Yeah, I mean, they have to have Michigan lose. You should make some over-unders. What do you mean over-unders, my friend? Over-unders? You mean like what states are going where? You could look that up, honestly. They have different... right now, actually, Trump's favored over Biden. DeSantis off-brand Trump. I mean, it's just tough right now. Trump takes up so much of the oxygen in the room with the Republican Party. It's tough to really get your footing if you're DeSantis or any of the others, even Vivek. But Vivek is really just like a Trump 2.0 type. I mean, I think he's smarter, but no one's going to vote for Vivek at his age right now. Do a best group of 5 stadium. I think I've already done one of those, but if I haven't, I'll look into it. Do you think a 9/11 scenario would ever happen again? I mean, you'd have to think it's bound to happen at some point, but 9/11 was very unique. It involved, I think it would have to be a bombing, right? Because basically the airplanes acted as bombs with the buildings falling. Is there no way SEC... Oh, no, SEC teams can definitely make it. I mean, if Florida State loses, it's going to happen. Yeah, Predict It. Predict It's a good one. There's a few different ones that have it. Predict It is... Remember when they were going to shut down Predict It or whatever and people were crying? They were going to shut it down in like February and then it ended up doing it. Yeah, you can bet on it on Bravada. What happened to the buildings? I did a video on that, man. Just type in my name and look it up. I want you to be less stressed, man, and realize everything will be all good. Once I open my company, I'll teach you and give you a job in New York. If you ever need it, not the city. You're in Long Island. I feel like that's an Indian typing that trying to scam me. No, but if that's that, I appreciate the nice comment. Trump was also favored. No, he wasn't. No. Trump was not favored over Biden, brother. Trust me, I follow this stuff pretty. I would know if Trump was favored. Oh, a drop by, I think, Keon Coleman. Yep, Keon Coleman with the drop. No, I never watched Barbie, man. Does Liberty... Dude, Liberty has no argument. We're in the twilight zone with Liberty, or people are just trolling me. Can you show... Well, actually, I could show you my crypto portfolio by giving you my address, but it would have to be privately. I'm not going to share that publicly. Like, I'm not going to just put it in the chat, you know? I like to make fake bets on parlays. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Do a parlay on like, Trump winning certain states. Have you done a video on the 90th? No, I haven't done a video on that. I think that's going to be an issue in terms of YouTube with bombings. It's going to be a problem. Is that Elon Musk? We're at the game? Elon's at the game. Elon's a fan of college football. Georgia got lucky. Mizzou Liberty. Dude, yeah. I've been hearing it's going to be Mizzou Liberty. What a ratings disaster. Over under 7 people watching that game. 7.5 people. DG, I'm finally trying to lose some weight. Any tips? Well, just drink a lot of water. Have a regimen. I would say work out first thing in the morning. That's what I would say. You have to simplify it. Once you get on a regiment, you start working out. You'll want to work out early in the morning. Learn to like working out. Get into some pre-workouts. Drink pre-workouts before. Things like that, man. I would say work out right when you get up. Come home, shower, go to work. Drink a lot of water. What movies are you excited to watch in 2024? You know, I'm hoping they make like an Interstellar 2. I'm hoping they make another Alien with Michael Fassbender. Mainly those 2 movies, honestly. Dude, that Cybertruck is pretty awesome. I know people said it was ugly, but it just looks like so futuristic, man. Doesn't it? It just looks so futuristic. It kind of is ugly, but it's just futuristic. But no way am I getting one. but it's cool. If Shaq invited me to LA, that would be a random event. That would be a very random event there. NC State, Ohio State, Orange Bowl. Stop it. No, Ohio State can't go to the Orange Bowl now. Yeah, I know. Trump's up right now by about 5 or 6. You're right. Where do you think Georgia lands? They're going to face Louisville in the Orange Bowl. Yeah, stay away from sugar. Just drink Diet Pop if you have a craving. Do you believe that Biden will actually be the nominee? Yeah, I know. I have no clue, man. I don't know what they're going to do. Biden's approval rating right now says he's unelectable. Now, maybe the Democrats get moving on the economy and the economy improves and he becomes more electable. His approval rating goes up. Based on where is his approval rating right now, no president has ever won with a 39% approval rating average. His approval rating is worse than Trump's was. Turtle, yeah, no problem, man. Eat less and take walks. Use the Stairmaster. That's what I would say. What's the most famous channel has ever made you? I really haven't had any interactions with people, honestly. I think it would be very, just awkward, but I mainly just upload videos, man. I don't think... You have to understand, there's so many people that have more of a following than me, and it's not even close. Duke versus James Madison. Duke's Mayo Bowl. I think Duke would have to be the favorite. I mean, dude, Duke lost everyone. They lost Riley Leonard. They lost their head coach. If Trump gets elected, do you think there's a war in the near future? I don't know, man. Interstellar, Prometheus. Yeah, no, you're right. Alien Covenant's really good. Surprisingly, most people dislike Interstellar. Really? That's shocking to me. But yeah, there's a lot of NPCs that dislike Alien Covenant. Yeah. You just did 1 hour Stairmaster. That's impressive, man, if you're doing that. I used to have a good Stairmaster regiment for a year and a half or so. Yeah, you'll definitely lose some weight doing that, man. Thoughts on Red Eagle Politics? Is it a website? Easiest ways to lose weight. Yeah, I mean, it's just... You just got to keep yourself full. Yeah, there are no ties. He's trolling. 4 SEC teams in New Year's 6. I don't think Ole Miss will make it. It'll be Missouri or Ole Miss. It won't be both. Hey, Trump is the only president who didn't start a war. Yeah, wars are mainly timing based. We haven't lost to Detroit since 2013. Since then, we're 5-0 against Detroit. One of those wins was in the playoffs, so we need to keep the win streak going. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I think, faced Detroit at home. You faced Detroit at home on a Saturday. Yeah, you should beat Detroit. Please give me a parlay to place. Are you talking about tomorrow? You want a parlay tomorrow? Am I religious? I mean, I used to go to church a lot. You know how it is, man. Iowa was at the 30 and then they fumbled. Are you kidding me? That's disturbing. Iowa was actually driving. I'm going to go to the Iowa game. I'm sick of seeing this FSU offense. Get this off my screen. Kansas versus Maryland. It's tough to predict, man. I don't know who Kansas's quarterback is going to be. You dropped from 190 to 155. Yeah, it's doable. 190 is not horrible. I know, if you're like 300, that's when it becomes an issue. You didn't miss anything in the Iowa. Well, apparently we missed Iowa fumbling unless that dude was trolling. Will the Falcons ever win a Super Bowl? They need a new quarterback, man. They need a new quarterback. They need a new coach. They certainly should have won in 2016 or whenever it was. Holy crap. That's a crazy loss, man, to the Patriots. How do you feel about most of the polls saying they don't want Biden versus Trump? I mean, obviously, no, nobody wants that, man. No, nobody wants Biden because he can barely talk. It's just a joke at this point. And then people, with Trump, it's, he's got a very obnoxious personality. Kyle Whittingham, best coach in college football, not named Nick Saban. I don't know about that. It's hard to say just because he doesn't have great talent, UNC versus USC in the Holiday Bowl. Yeah, Caleb Williams won't be playing. Do I think, I don't know if I can talk about that war. It'll probably, I don't know, man. I don't know about foreign relations. Yeah, everyone hates the Panthers owner. Apparently, they wanted the head coach Frank Reich wanted to draft C.J. Stroud, and that the owner told them to draft Bryce Young. I'm not ready to give up on Bryce Young. You want to go to Japan? Yeah, Japan seems like a very. You're right. Japan seems like a good place to go. Biden is getting too old. Biden, he's been too old. When do you think we'll have a female president by? Well, so we've got 2024, I don't know, man. I have no clue. Maybe 2032 or 2036. Yeah, I saw that Delaware was joining. Apparently, they're paying like $5 million to join FCS. I know, but Democrats will say they don't want Biden to run, and then they'll vote for Biden for sure. Well, they think Trump is like Adolf Hitler, so of course they'll vote for him. Will the Army-Navy game be over or under? Normally, it always goes under. Why are people obsessed with politics? Yeah, I really got out of politics recently just because it's a waste of oxygen. What did I have to eat today? I had like granola bars. Why won't Caleb Williams play in a bowl? Because he just doesn't. It's a meaningless bowl. They're 7-5. They're not going to be in a good bowl, and he doesn't want to get injured. If I was to say Florida and I was playing some FCS team like Illinois State, could I score 100 points? Yeah, but they're not. They don't want to run it up on FCS teams. A lot of those FBS teams have relationships, like Ohio State when they face Youngstown State. They're not going to run it up on them. But yeah, during the college football video game, you could run it up. Why is Biden always falling? Because he shouldn't be. He's not fit. He's not fit for the job. Biden needs to be impeached because he just can't. He can't perform the functions, unfortunately. You're going to be opening an electrical company in 3 years in New York. Oh man, there's my retirement right there. There's my retirement. Press Gamecast on any game to view it. Yeah, but I'm looking at both of them right now. Dude, this Iowa team, they got the ball at their own 15-yard line. It's fourth down. This is just horrible football. What are the ratings like on these games? We got to be the only sick people watching these games. Iowa is playing better than FSU. These games are horrible. What LOL about 7, man? Do you do a Minecraft Let's Play? I don't have Minecraft, man. I have something called Eden. I'm kidding. I used to have something called Eden. It was before Minecraft. I can't believe, I was a trendsetter with Eden. I don't even know if Eden exists anymore. What is my favorite video game series? I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon all the time. Donnie, I'm pretty neutral on that. Certainly not. Can I offer you dating advice? Ezra, Are you a Chad? I'm watching Montana versus Delaware. I saw that game was starting at 9 o'clock. I was like, that's a random game, randomly at 9 o'clock. Louisville 3rd and 8. Dude, it's, I can't. Oh, man. GTA 6 trailer is coming out. Yeah, no, how long has that game taken? Holy crap, over a decade? I'm sure it'll be good, dude. Think about all the amount of people that are going to get views off of that game. Maybe I should get my setup ready for GTA 6 and just roll in the revenue. Try and get it before everyone else. There's nothing like I'd like more than yeah, for tomorrow, are you talking about? Do you want to parlay tomorrow? I'll give you a 3-teamer NFL parlay tomorrow. Can we just stop watching the games? What do you want me to go? You want me to go to Twitter or something? Yeah, these games are terrible. I agree. I mean, I don't know, man. It's depressing to see. It really is. Well, the Big Ten did this to themselves by making unbalanced divisions. They have themselves to blame. They did it to themselves. Oh my God! And a shank punt, a 24-yard punt. Are you kidding me? You got you want a 3-team NFL parlay? Well, let's take a little look-see under the hood. Three-team NFL parlay. Man, this line got bet down. All right, I would go Jets +2. Houston -3. Look at this getting bet down. I knew that would get bet down. Oh, man, maybe the Rams -4 as well. Yeah, I would throw the Rams -4. I don't think the Browns are going to do it. I'd go Browns minus. So the parlay is Rams -4, Jets +2, and Houston -3. That would be the parlay I would go with. Do you watch Matt Taylor TV? Matt Taylor Nightmare? What is that, a discount channel with 30 subscribers? What would happen if the Plains missed the Towers and hit one of these games? They would be blessing. No, I can't say that. They'd be blessing us. FSU and they just got sacked. They're out of the red zone now. They got sacked. No, I don't think the Lions will lose. Eagles taking down San Francisco. That'll be a good game. That'll be a good game for sure. Wow, 10-0 at half. What a great matchup. Holy crap. I do actually want to see the yardage in this game. This has got to be just such a horrible game. Does anyone 103-56, actually more yards than I thought. More yards than I thought, honestly. Do I think McDonald's... I've always liked Wendy's fries just a little bit more personally. Yeah, dude, Michigan fans were getting butthurt when the ESPN people were picking against them. They were picking Iowa to win outright. Like Theo Vaughn and Pat McAfee. Magic rebuild finally paying off. The Magic they've had a tough time ever since Dwight Howard left. Timberwolves, yeah, good for Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. Could FSU get left out? We can only hope. It'll be a battle tomorrow. They'll fight, certainly. This is a 3rd and 12 for FSU. 3rd and 12 for FSU at the 27. Brock Glenn just he threw it. barely to no one. Maybe grounding. We'll see if this is a grounding penalty or not. 4th and 12. You watched South Park? When I was younger, I watched it. Sadly, Florida State will probably win, the luckiest team in college football. You'd love to see them play the 49ers. Whoa. That's a tough game for any college team. But yeah, Florida State has been very lucky this year. You placed the bet. Oh, man. How much did you place it for? 100? I think Texas will be the national champion. I think it's possible. All right. Wow, they didn't call intentional grounding. 45-yarder. He hooked it. Still 3-0. FSU misses a field goal. What is the yardage in this game even? This has got to be probably the two worst matchups I have seen. 80 yards versus 62. These are some terrible games. I mean, they're just horrible. I can't even say any. You know what? We might have to bring in Division II football. We're gonna have to bring in like FCS. You took the Iowa under. Well, yeah. What was it? 6.5. Go to as many public events as you can. Gyms, sports games, downtown arenas, volunteering, art shows, music. Yeah, I know, man. I get it is good advice and stuff. $25. That's good. That's a good amount, man. Not gonna lie, your personal stories are compelling. Yeah. It's just kind of funny to talk about. I don't know, man. $34.5 and then 35 game under. Oh, you bet the total game under. Looks good, man. 10-0 in the first at the end of the first half. Explain to me what a parlay is. It's just when you bet multiple things and it multiplies. So you can bet like say you bet Michigan to cover a 22-point spread, but not only that, you also bring in Louisville to, cover a 1-point spread or whatever, and you can multiply, and if you get both of them right, you win more money. If you get one of them wrong, you lose everything. What's better, NFL Thanksgiving or NBA Christmas? That's actually pretty... I don't know, man. I used to love NBA Christmas. I just kind of got sick of the NBA because there's so much scoring. Yeah, the personal videos. Dude, I could do some bad ones about my high school, man. Some bad ones. Guys, follow my Discord. I might have to do a different channel, and I'll try and keep it on the down low, because just go on the Discord, and if I do it, I'll put it up there to make sure you guys know. Oh, we're talking about weather patterns again. Would you agree that Bama... Oh, yeah, my God. FSU is not... I mean, dude, they're in the ACC. This year, the ACC is not good. I mean, FSU did beat LSU, though. That's a good non-conference win. You're 23 and single. Lost a lot of bad experiences and rejections. Seems like a common... It's a common story nowadays, unfortunately. You're spending the weekend with your imaginary girlfriend. You got arrested 3 times this year. What'd you get arrested for? Weed possession? I don't watch FCS, man. There's not enough time in the day for me to watch FCS football. Thoughts on the alphabet community? No matter what I say, it's just gonna... There's no point in, you can find the Discord by going to the community posts, and there'll be a link for it. What leg needs more recovery? Tour de France bikers or Iowa punter? Yeah, it's a close battle, man. NFL Thanksgiving is much better. Yeah, I would say nowadays you're right. It is better. Is the Earth flat? I mean, listen, I think I might have seen the curvature of it when I was in a plane. No, I don't know. No, it's not flat. I tell people it's not flat. I know it's not flat because I've seen the movie Interstellar. Whoops, I didn't want to autoplay that. All right, see ya, Danny Phantom. Danny. SFU, SMU would have beaten Louisville and FSU tonight. Yeah, I mean, SMU needs their starting quarterback, though. You got arrested filming on a beach with your friend? Really? I never heard of that, man. Any tips for starting a YouTube channel? I don't know. What niche are you going into, man? 11 punts in the first half. What? Jesus, man. Jesus. Why is it so hard? Do I just have to earn more money? I mean, there's a lot you got to do if you want to get attractive females. If Michigan didn't get that punt return, it could have. I know, that's the annoying thing. Michigan gets that bullshit punt return. It's unfortunate. And I think there was a block in the back on that play. Although there's a block in the back on pretty much every return. I guess I can't complain. Gus Johnson. Is Gus Johnson, like, screaming? ACC should go. I mean, Liberty they're a flash in the pan, man. They faced no one this year, you know? It's like. You think the earth is flat? Come on, man. I should have smacked the woman. Yeah, I'd catch a charge for that. Am I a Joe Rogan guy? I guess Joe Rogan, you know, I mean, I like Joe. I don't know, man. When he started talking about, like, private planes and stuff, it's just hard to, you know, Joe's a hard guy to relate to at this point, you know? All those rich people, they want to, you know, give off, you know, I understand Joe hasn't always been rich, but it's just, I don't know, man. He gives off some good interviews. The fact that he won't have Trump on is pretty weak. SMU or Liberty get a New Year's Six Bowl. It's going to be SMU very likely. Have I ever listened to Alex Jones? Alex is, you know, I saw something, an Alex Jones video game. Hilarious. Hilarious. Alex is hilarious, man. You're a Stern guy because you're liberal. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Stern. Did you see Stern get into it with Rogan? I mean, Stern is very pro-mask, pro-vax, but, like, next level. Like, listen, I can understand being safe, but when you just get, like, your emotions involved, you end up looking like a 13-year-old girl. It's embarrassing to see these grown men. It's sad. What do I think about the Steelers? You know, I think they're not very good, honestly. But listen, they've got a decent record. They need a new quarterback, man. They're coping. I know they're coping, and they're trying to say, oh, it was Matt Canada's fault, you know. Clown Stern. It's sad to see what happened to him. It is. Favorite college football and NFL teams? I mean, I like the Browns. College football, I try and stay neutral. One of the Fox comments, I mean, they shouldn't, they're throwing, that's quite literally throwing stones from a glass house. If you're Fox and you're watching this shit show, this Michigan-Iowa game, where the only touchdown was scored off like a 70-yard punt return. Texas deserves to be in the playoff. I'd say, yeah, they do. I mean, it looks like they're going to make it. Do you think Will Levis is going to be good? Will Levis seems to be developing at least decently for a rookie. Iowa gave up. That's why they are down. They should have been up on Michigan. I don't know what you're saying. Stern, yeah, but I don't know, man. It seems like Stern was really obsessed with being woke. It's almost like, I mean, you can fake it, but it seemed like he was going in hardcore. Yeah, I can't wait for the 12-team playoff either, man. I don't know, man. I'd give Luke Fickell a few more years. I'd give him a few more years, honestly. Yeah, Joe Flacco starting. That's why I'm going with the Rams to cover. His show is good. I mean, maybe if he doesn't talk about politics, I mean, but there's difference between. He seems pretty far left to the point where it's annoying to deal with. I mean, listen, it's just better just to not talk about it. If FSU wins, get that out of here, man. We're not doing that, man. We're not doing that. This is. I can't watch this, man. I can't watch this in the playoff. This is literally, this is like TCU in the national championship. I can't watch 180 yards of offense, 69 yards of offense. Oh, man. Yeah, I played baseball and football. I think Alabama gets in and Georgia is out. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that could happen. FSU's not getting in, man. You got to cope. Cope with all the other NPCs. It can't happen. It can't happen, man. We can't do this. There has to be, you know what? There has to be nuance. That's the word, is nuance. There needs to be nuance. Crazy Corn. What's up, man? No, I played like before high school, like in 8th grade. Sure, yeah, he'll probably have a meltdown again after beating Iowa. He'll win like 17-0. Oh my God, it's so inspirational. Yeah, Michigan might have to play Bama. That's brutal, man. Yeah, I think Quentin Johnston's a huge bust. I said he was going to be a bust too. What positions did I play? Like outfield, center field. If Alabama gets in, ESPN, dude, come on. That's an NPC. Don't be an NPC and act like everything's an inside job. Don't be an NPC and do that. You're gonna have to look it up, man. It's hard to explain exactly. Thoughts on Vivek? I like Vivek. Vivek's very smart, man. Unfortunately, like it's tough, man. I almost think it would have been better for Vivek to wait for Trump to just go away, because it doesn't mean not that's not what it means. No. Thoughts on Dylan Raiola? I don't know, man. He's a 5-star quarterback commit to Georgia. He seems okay. Yeah, right. FSU deserves to be in. Yeah, you're right, man. It's just pathetic. No, Caleb Williams won't be a bust. No. Caleb Williams will be good in the NFL. Vivek is trolling. He's young for sure. Will Michigan be the 1 seed? They will if they win. Yeah, they'll be the 1 seed if they win. I'm selling out. Dude, at the end of the day, man, we want good matchups. I think that's what it comes down to. We want good matchups. We know Florida State is not going to produce a good matchup. FSU would destroy Alabama. You have YouTube Premium? I used to have YouTube Premium, yeah. They're getting worse with the ad blockers. I'm not able to block ads anymore. They won't allow you to, which I guess is good for me. Thoughts on the new Indiana coach? Yeah, I mean, but people are like, oh, he's talking. Dude, people won't remember that. A month will go by, no one will care, you know? Yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy will go to the NFL. He's projected to be like a top 20 pick. Michigan and Washington. Yeah, but you have to understand, Washington's going to get significantly worse. Michigan's going to get hit with sanctions. They're not. My friend said that FSU had a harder schedule than Alabama. That's not true at all. It's just not true. I mean, maybe I could look at the strength of schedule. I know FSU did have a pretty tough, they had a tough non-conference game, certainly. But Alabama also had a tough non-conference game. Yeah, Brave Browser, I've heard of that. Any thoughts on student loans? I don't know. No, I don't have any student loans. I don't, it could be worth it if you're going into something that's going to make you enough money, but I guess it just depends whatever you're going into. Thoughts on the Clemson QB, Cade Klubnik? He obviously didn't develop very well. I think Bo Nix will probably be a late first or an early second rounder. His age is going to hurt him. He's too old. NFL teams don't like that. Student loans worth it if you are worth it? It depends what your major is. DeSantis is going to be in a town 30 minutes away tomorrow in Iowa, and you got texted to go. What would you ask? You want a question for Ron DeSantis? Dude, I mean, I don't know. You know the politicians. Ask him if he thinks... ask him who he would rather vote for, Trump or Nikki Haley. It's such a bad question. I'm sorry. FSU, you're fired. FSU is gone. Yeah, SMU is going to be there next year. As an Alabama, yeah, I would be worried too. I mean, you don't know if you're going to get in. Am I doing autographs? I do have a good signature. My signature costs, it's like, dude, Elon Musk, imagine Elon Musk signing a $100 bill and getting it graded. How much would that cost? Should I sign a $100 bill and then see how much I could get for it? It'll probably lower the price. Oregon State, Washington State will be, yeah, they'll have a weird relationship with the Mountain West. Will Michigan embarrass themselves? I doubt it. Well, actually, if they face Alabama, they might get just. I mean, Alabama's got way more talent. That's the problem. Alabama's kind of streaky though. You think Texas is going to be good, or Tennessee? Excuse me. Yeah, Tennessee should be decent. SMU versus Ohio State. That's not going to be a matchup, man. Yeah, it's just like a person that goes with the trends and the narrative, basically. I really think Texas will do well next year for some reason. Well, they're getting Ewers back, I heard, so. You'll give me $101? I got a $100 tip once when I was loading bark mulch. So very nice. A $100 bill from some dude. No, I don't invest into player cards. I do have some good CJ Stroud cards, though. Why are people just adding me? What does that do? Oh, it's the Dr. Pepper. Oh my god. My sister was supposed to be in this. Yeah, dude, an NPC is just someone that doesn't think for themselves. They go along with the standard narrative. Like, oh, if FSU wins out, they should get... There's no nuance. That's what it is. They don't have nuance. That's the problem. Why Memphis is not considered by the I think because Memphis has a terrible stadium, Grace is throwing hard. She's a firecracker. We got to watch these guys try and analyze this game. Are you watching the Fox halftime show? They look so serious, man. Oh my God, it's so crazy. Michigan, Iowa. It's such a great game. How will A&M do next year? Like, that's a weird program, man. Who knows how A&M will do? Maybe a little bit better with the new coach, Connor Wigman back, healthy, hopefully. The Delaware, yeah, well, I mean, Montana was 18-point favorites, I saw, so it's not going to be making one video and being the best Roblox YouTuber. That's a nice hashtag. That should trend. Do you think the committee will do the right thing and keep FSU out? Yeah, I think they will. If FSU wins, now the committee has said FSU is out no matter what. Do I like Christmas Day? I mean, I don't have anything against it. I know that you see the attendance. That's a shithole of a stadium, too. They bring out the tarps. Maybe I'll do a video talking about the ACC attendance. Bring out the tarps. Bring out the tarps for the Big Ten Championship. Bring out the tarps. Tarp off the upper deck. I love Boise State as a program. I'd like to see Boise State in the Big Ten. Boise State. Ohio State travels to Boise State and plays on the blue field. Ohio State versus Ole Miss possible? Yeah, it's possible, but it's unlikely because I think Missouri probably is going to make it over Ole Miss. Ole Miss will have to be in the Outback Bowl against Iowa, sadly for them. Yeah, Caleb Williams will be better than Kyler Murray. 488 players. It's ridiculous, man. It's terrible. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just a mess. Yeah, man, I want to see Boise State, and I like Boise State. I like the vibe of that team with the blue and orange. That's a solid team. Bring out the tarp. I should get an ad on it, yeah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Am I still on dating apps? No. Dude, I gave up dating apps like a year and a half ago, man. Dating apps are a cope. It's pathetic. What if Arch Manning transfers to Michigan? I don't think he's transferring anywhere. You don't say that. You're going to trigger Texas fans if you say Arch Manning's going to transfer. They get really angry. Thoughts on capitalism? I think it's significantly better than communism. If the Big Ten did not have divisions, it would have been Penn State versus Michigan. Really? No, I think it would have been... No. It would have been Ohio State versus Michigan, brother. Because Ohio State has a head-to-head over Penn State. One day, Boise State will be... Wait, didn't Penn State have 2 losses anyways? Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Ohio State has 1 loss. Penn State has 2 losses. Where will Riley Leonard go? I think he's going to Notre Dame, but who knows? That's what I heard. Boise State's field. Yeah, it's very annoying to look at. But imagine Boise State's field with snow. That would actually be pretty sweet. What do I think of Arkansas? Well, how about Arkansas bringing back Sam Pittman? Oh my God. What a mess that is. Dude, this game, they're literally bringing out the tarps in the Big Ten Championship. Bring out the tarps. Do you think UMass should be forced to the FCS? That's not necessary for a good program like UMass. Let's not be disrespectful. Oh my God, here's my sister participating in this. Dude, who's the Indian dude? Oh my God. An Indian phone scammer against my sister. Yeah, I'm watching the Big Ten Championship. Honolulu cannot get an NFL team, no. Thoughts on tech? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I don't think I should discuss where I'm moving, honestly. What's my Reddit tag? I think it, I think it's I think it's DGINGS. But dude, I barely have any karma. Maybe like 81. I'm just a lurker. Actually, I have some weird subreddits and stuff. Dude, they banned a bunch of subreddits, unfortunately. When are they? They're doing the bowl games tomorrow. It'll be a full day thing. Yeah, you're right. My sister's kind of bad, dude. I'll have to tell you after off stream. Does Georgia get a playoff spot? It looks very unlikely unless Michigan somehow loses. Do I make enough money to live off YouTube? Certainly, yes. Certainly. But it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. It took me 2 years, and then last year, probably about 14 months ago, I started being able to make enough. About 14 months. But it took me like 2 years. No, it's not it's not actually my sister. Create a DG bracket pool for March Madness. My sister, god damn it, dude. What do you expect? She's going up against a phone scammer. No, that's not nice of me to say. I don't think I should. It's weird. I certainly make a decent amount now. That's for sure. Who do you think the 4 teams in the playoff are gonna be? Brother, listen. Well, I haven't said it in a while, so I guess I'll say it again. So the 4 teams, I think: Michigan the 1 seed, Washington the 2 seed, Texas the 3 seed, Alabama 4 seed. That's what I would say. These halftime shows are proving why men shouldn't play. Yeah, that's just a mismatch. It is. No, I'm not rich, bro. I just started making money like a year ago. I would have to do this. I would have to hit it big in crypto. Most of my money's in crypto, man. It's not smart. He got a spelling bee champion. He stole someone's Bitcoin. Who do you think will get the Heisman? It'll be Penix. Penix Jr. What am I doing for Christmas? Not much, man. Just hanging out with family. Your top 4 is Washington, Michigan, Texas, Bama. Yeah, that's my top 4 too. That's my top 4 too. How old am I? I'm 24. Do you have any siblings? Yeah, I have one. Yeah, I have one brother, older brother. Would you marry an Indian woman? I have... Probably not. I don't know, man. Am I still jacked? I never was. Jaden Daniels is minus 1,500. To win the Heisman? In odds? That's got to be a troll. Penix Jr., Caleb. Yeah, Caleb Williams did cry after it. It's his 6th year of eligibility. Penix, it's his 6th. Jaden Daniels is at 5. Bo Nix, I think, is at 5 as well. I have thought of doing videos on English Premier Leagues, but it just does. Like, I'm not big into soccer, but I mean, there's definitely a viewer base for it. I don't know if Yeah, Daniels is minus 1,500. The guy wasn't trolling. Daniels is a massive favorite for the Heisman. Really? That's crazy to me, man. Is Michael Penix going to the Patriots? And are they tanking on purpose? No. The Patriots are going to go for someone better than Penix. I mean, I don't know if they're tanking. I think they're just not good. And I don't even have a sister, man. I don't have a sister. Yeah, man, we should create an altcoin, Alex. Yeah, we create a meme coin with my face on it. Imagine just pumping it. Isn't there some cute? Yeah, there are. There are. It's because of the COVID year. Because they gave everyone a free year. You get a year if you get injured. You can take a year. Like, let's say you get injured 3 games into it. Dude, all that Hunter eyes. Are we really doing that, man? Come on, that's all bullshit. Like Hunter eyes. Do we really think eyes are gonna make you like go from an 8 to a 10? Bill Belichick last year in New England. Yeah, maybe Belichick gets a change of scenery. Yeah, the ticker is DG. That would be hilarious. Gus Johnson. Is he seriously? Iowa right on the doorstep of coming back. Oh my God, man. Fox is just, they've sold their souls. Looks Max's Cope. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I mean, at the end of the day, you should try and look your best, but there's an issue at a certain point. It becomes an obsession. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously Michigan is going to win. Man, they finally started the second half of the Michigan game, and they ran the ball. Hunter eyes are the reason Jim Carrey isn't a 9. What does he have, puppy dog eyes? Bro, Caleb Williams is not going to be a bust. I'm telling you, he'll be a good quarterback. Yeah, Hunter eyes are just, when you squint and you look like a badass. You know, I've seen it. Oh, that was almost an interception. Yeah, I doubted Washington as well. FSU 3 and out. That's good news. That's good news. What does that even mean? Iowa defense can make any offense look bad. Dude, I don't know. I think Michigan, this is just what Michigan is. They just run the ball the whole time. Yeah, I don't know about Zappy. I mean, he's in a bad situation, but Zappy's career seems to be going downhill. I know, but I don't think women really look at eyes first, honestly, man. Yeah, a lot of it is social skills, you're right. Dude, Caleb Williams, you got a vendetta against him. It's not worth hating Caleb Williams, trust me. Focus your energy somewhere else. It just doesn't, it's inconsequential. All right, here's a 3rd and 1 coming up for Michigan. Do you see any QBs outside of Caleb Williams? I think Drake May should be good too. Mac Jones should back up. Yeah, he'll probably be a backup for someone. Jaden Daniels, he'll be an interesting pick. He might go mid-first round. Iowa got their own hype video. What was it, just punting? Was it showing the punter the whole time? Yeah, Michigan's got, they call it a holding penalty on Roman Wilson, the midget receiver. Louisville had the second least yards in the first half of an ACC championship game history. FSU was third. Oh my God. All right, Michigan with a second and 15. They go to the tight end. Social skills. Yeah, I mean, but you still have to have social skills, man. Come on. Do you think that Michigan will win the bowl of NCAA football? I think they're going to get sanctioned to hell. No, I don't know. Can't wait till 30 games of Michigan get vacated. That would be crazy. What are the 4 best, most talented, skilled, well-coached teams in college football that would try to be better if those 4 I think this is the interesting thing with this playoff. You can make an argument Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama are 3 of the 4 best teams, and they all might miss the playoff. And they all have 1 loss, too. If they decide to let FSU in. But I don't think... I think FSU is going to lose, you know? Alex, you're going to have to message me on Discord or something. We're going to have to... We'll make an... Well, dude, I have to somehow get a following to do it. Yeah, it's not my forte either. I just invest into them. Yeah, I should... That's the ultimate defunct video. You're right. The Pac-12. It literally just became defunct. But I have to wait to put a video like that out. Like, during the week, I'll put it out. It's not good to put it out on a weekend. Because, like, the viewer base will be better for a weeknight, I feel like. No, it's actually dark blue. It's a sweatshirt, man. I'm not a fan of wearing restrictive clothing, you know. Dude, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's very strange. Liberty needs to play higher competition. Yeah, that's what I've been saying all night. We get these people that are trolling me. They're trying to tell me Liberty is good. Liberty hasn't faced a soul. What if we reduce all currencies to the sexual market value? That would not be good for me. So basically, Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. Yeah, Matt, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something with that. That's what I was saying earlier. Oh, great. We got a flag on Louisville, a false start, 1st and 15. They're driving. Come on, Louisville. All Louisville needs here is a touchdown. I think Arizona, they've got a good young quarterback who's like a freshman or a sophomore. Noah Fafita or whatever. What's up, Jigglypuff? Big girl. This is sad, this game. I definitely got to do a video on that game having a low attendance. It's hilarious. And then also, like, them trying to cope and hype up the Big Ten championship. It's just pathetic. And then people are going to sit here tomorrow and act like these games were good. It's all fake. These games suck. But they can't say it on live TV. Liberty versus FSU next week. I think Liberty would win. Liberty would handle them. Mr. Pineapple, you're famous now. Congratulations. Was the 2019 Fiesta Bowl Ohio State Clemson? Is that the game you're talking about? Come on, big boy. Oh, there it is. Big boy, you just fell. Can someone else confirm that just happened? This big boy fullback just swan dived. What is it called? Dolphin dive. He just dolphin dived forward. Amazing. Any chance Ohio State can get in? They're not getting in. They're not getting in, man. Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, I don't think Aiden O'Connell's an NFL quarterback. Like a starter. He could be a solid backup, though. Oh, that's a pass interference. Bring out the flag. Bring out the flag. Well, Iowa just shouldn't be... Jesus... Is it pronounced Jesus or Jesus? But no, Iowa just should not be... They're not good enough to make the Big Ten Championship. It's only because of a horrible divisional format. It's because of divisions. Iowa has the ball at their own 6-yard line. Ohio State QB sucks. He doesn't suck, but he certainly is worse than the other Ohio State quarterbacks. Dude, there's no way Ohio State is getting in. It's just not going to happen. I can guarantee you they're not getting in. DG coin? Dude, that would be brutal if I actually launched it and then it's a rug pull. Dude, they would have me tried in jail. Justin Fields should back up Geno Smith in Seattle. I think Justin Fields should start in front of Geno Smith. Have you seen that F1 1977 death? It was brutal. I've never seen that, no. What do you think will happen to Texas? Oh, I think they'll be in. Yeah, Alabama beating Georgia enables Texas to be in. You got to get in on DG coin, bro. Elephant. Oh, there's actually a meme coin called Elephant money. Maybe that's yours. Nah. Do you think they should have rebuilt the Twin? I mean, dude, I've beaten that topic to death. You know, I think it'd be cool to build. You can rebuild them, but just with different buildings. You know, different building style, design. This Iowa offense starting from their own 6-yard line, man. I just can't do it anymore, man. I really can't. It's tough. Who's Michigan's best player? I wouldn't even know. Michigan kind of they just bully you to death. I wouldn't even say Blake Corum. Create an OnlyFans? What am I, like a 18-year-old girl? Come on. Oh, they tied it. Oh, they should have went for it on 4th and 1. Hey, you need to buy elephant money is what you need to buy. Go buy some elephant money. Do a best city sky. That's an interesting idea. Iowa has the dude's a lineman. I think Arizona can win the Big 12. Yeah, that'll be a conference they can win. Me and my team are creating an interactive robot Donald Trump to shake the hands of Washington D.C. citizens. I guess that's interesting. I don't know. Should I get OnlyFans Premium? Dude, that's the lowest of the low. Who are you trying to subscribe to? Elon Musk should buy the Chicago Bears. I don't think Elon is going to buy any teams. Would you do political analysis videos? I've done them in the past. They don't really. It's just tough to get traction with those type of videos. Did you ever wish you could visit the Twin Towers? I mean, yeah, they'd be a spectacle to see for sure. Yeah, Deacon Hill transferring to Ohio State to be an offensive lineman. Dev, really, I'm not really. I don't have one. Dev, come on now. The different art. I know that's a video that everyone wants me to do. The different art. I could do a video on that. Bro, that guy that spent $70K on OnlyFans met her. Yeah, you know, that's like an internet meme. I saw that. It is sad if that's actually true. But a lot of those girls make shit up. They try and like fucking, I guess it works if she made it up, but it might have been real. I don't know. Just half the shit on the internet's just all bullshit. I don't know. What would happen if AOC... Yeah, AOC is going to be old enough, right? In 2028. I don't think she would win. She's too left. Michigan wake up. They really don't have to wake up. Iowa can't score. Did you watch the Newsom-DeSantis debate? I saw clips of it. I live in Gator country, and I've been a Gator fan since 2008. I also root for Michigan since part of my family and mother are Michigan fans. Is it bad to root for two teams like that? Florida and Michigan are kind of weird to root for both of those teams, in my opinion, yeah. It depends how badly you root for them. I mean, if your main team is Florida and then you just root for Michigan on the side, I guess that's okay. But those are two, like, main teams. Normally, people will have, like, a Big Ten team and then, like, a Group of 5 team. I've seen that. AOC for president one day. I don't think so, man, but who knows? Should I get this girl's Instagram premium? Dude, you got it. I would say no, man. I've never done anything like that. Could Nick Fuentes ever be president? I think they'll just ban him. Gavin Newsom in 2028? Probably. Probably. They're saying Gavin Newsom in 2024, actually. Who has been the most shocking team in college football? Yeah, you could say, I mean, you could say Louisville, but dude, Liberty just faced no one. That's the thing. They faced no one. Yeah, I know. Louisville scored. It's 3-3 now. They're trying that ball. That was going forward. That was going forward. Angel Reese, is that like the power forward from LSU, the girl? Liberty should make a New Year's Six bowl. They'll face Missouri in a terrible game. Yeah, but we knew that was going to happen with Haley. They were going to rally around either DeSantis or Nikki Haley, and it happens to be, but he's still up by a ton, man. I don't know. I think the economy will be in a better place if a Republican becomes president in general. My mom got me a Michigan shirt, so I wear it to work to troll Ohio State fans. Well, they just scored again. Wait, how was that a fumble? I don't know. Maybe I haven't been watching this game correctly. It looked like his arm was going forward to me. Did anyone else see that Deacon Hill thing? His arm was going forward and they hit him. It's not a fumble. Yeah, you can't pay for subscriptions. It's just a bad path, man. Trust me, it's just terrible. Who is the worst coach in FBS? Oh God. The worst coach, maybe Sam Pittman. No, I don't know. Probably someone probably like the Kent State head coach, unfortunately. How was your day? I would say pretty uneventful. You know, the wage slave, make videos, and then just do a live stream. The Ducks got screwed. Yeah, but they were struggling early on in that game, man. They were really struggling early on. Oh, God. How did FSU score? Ryan Day is not getting fired, bro. Billy Napier for my money as the worst coach. Yeah, his team's really undisciplined, man. Who do you think will replace Ryan Day? Probably Hartline. All right, Mr. Pineapple, I see your comment, man. Wait, I don't see it anywhere. Screw the Georgia coach. Who you don't like Kirby Smart? Am I going to make a video about all the bowls? Yeah, I'll give my predictions on them. My thoughts on Providence basketball. That's a pretty random question. If you actually look at, let me see if NCAA basketball. Let's take a look under the hood. Gonzaga over UCLA. What a year it's been for Colorado State. Arizona, Marquette loses. Georgia Tech beats Duke 91 to 40. Oh, how did Kentucky lose to UNC Wilmington? Florida Atlantic wins. North Carolina wins. Drexel beats Villanova. And Indiana beats Rutgers. Brother, you're having a freaking spaz attack, brother. I read your comment. You're talking about Kirby Smart. I get it. You're in the 100th percentile on your bracket. I had Washington minus 2.5. How? On an alternate line? Yeah, the problem with the 93 bombing, I think it'll get demonetized, man. That's the problem with it. Otherwise, I would have done a video on it. I heard Ohio State is interested in a veteran. Yeah, you're trolling, man. You're trolling. Callie McManus, come on. Man, you're... Pineapple. It's go to bed. I think it's your bedtime. I think it's your bedtime, big boy. If one college football team went against a professional team, come on, man. We're not doing that. All right, Turtle, have a good night. Yeah. Most overrated coach in college football, Deion Sanders. Well, I mean, there's always going to be a lot of hype for him. Iowa coach crying over a fumble. It looked like a pass to me. Maybe I saw it. I don't know. Does Kyle McCord play in the Orange Bowl? They might decide to move on from Kyle McCord. They're going to force him into the portal. He's not going to play in the Orange Bowl. But Ohio State's not going to be in the Orange Bowl. I think they're going to be in... The way the Orange Bowl works, it's either the best team that doesn't make the playoff from the Big Ten or the SEC, which is very likely now going to be either Georgia or Alabama. So Ohio State's not going to be in it. Cam Ward, yeah, maybe they go after Cam Ward. He's a 5-year QB or a 4-year quarterback. You watch Prometheus, it's a phenomenal movie. Yeah, it's a masterpiece for sure. Watch Alien Covenant now. Underrated movie that didn't deserve the hate that it got. Iowa, yeah, but they can't. They have no... Dude, their quarterback is 7 of 13 for 30 yards. Did we not all know this was exactly what was going to happen? We all knew this is exactly what was going to happen. Do I think LeBron uses PEDs? I don't know. He does have pretty small muscles, but probably some type of enhancement. Kyle McCord, he is what he is. He's an average quarterback. Obviously. Yeah, Ozempic, if you need weight loss, I guess you take that, yeah. Another Alien movie comes out? Really? You're trolling me, man. You're trolling me with that. Oh, Iowa's getting a first down. There you go. Iowa with a first down. Is Louisville driving? Oh, man. I know. I saw Iowa starting to drive a little bit. Oh, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. I'll have to look up if there's another Alien movie coming. I thought the Pistons were 2-20. Yeah, Prometheus is a masterpiece. All right, guys. Yeah, Mr. Pineapple. It's his bedtime. 6-yard Iowa run. That's impressive. Yeah. All right. See ya, elephants. Elephant money. FSU is gonna win. Don't leave. Dude, all I do is just sit here and talk to the chat. There's nothing to talk about. Ohio State should hire Don Brown. Oh, man. Yeah, good night, guys. Mr. Pineapple, it's past your bedtime, man. I mean, it's getting sad. Where is Marvin Harrison going next year? Probably Arizona. Probably the Cardinals, I would say.